both get some.
Mimi?
Yeah, babe.
Where are you?
It's at the front.
Mimi, I'm telling you now, you don't want him. Because that is wild. And look at all of this, baby.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know this beach, girl KylerB coming at you with a new video. So today we're going to be talking about Love Island Season 11, Episode 31, the Casa Amor Recoupling. It's been a long time since I've been doing Love Island UK reviews, just because this season kind of fell off, and it's just like, you know, take my talents, you know, elsewhere, you know, USA, keep on doing my USA reviews. But I came back for Casa Amor. Casa Amor, I came back because they're doing my girl Mimii dirty. Mimii has been done dirty. Like, I need to talk about this. We're going straight into it. We're gonna talk about the meat and potatoes of this episode, you know, for little highlights of what's going on. But they went straight to the recoupling. They didn't play no games, and went straight into the recoupling. Everybody's seated, whatever. They started with Connor. He coupled up with some girl named Emma. You know, Grace came back with Blade. Next thing you know, Sean, he basically decided to stick with Matilda, even though he was getting to know Diamante and some other girl, Ruby. And then the thing is that while the other girls were getting their chances to talk about how, you know, Sean basically played in their face, Matilda basically is like, you're not sat here. Like, he picked me, not you. And I'm like, where is Matilda piping up from?
It's weird how you can tell someone that they're your priority and this is how you treat your priorities, but it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
it's absolutely fine.
You're not sat here, babe.
No, you can have him.
I will.
It's fine.
I will.
Because he's just going to do the same to you. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Cool. I'm sat here.
They just told you that Sean was getting to know not one but two girls in Casa Amor, and you over here having smoke for, you know, Diamante and Ruby because they're speaking. And it was just like, what? You're not sat here? Like, what are you talking about? What are you on about? But anyways, Matilda, obviously, she came back single, whatever. Joey, he stayed single for Jesse. Jesse came back single. They all coupled up. Nicole got back with Karen. They're coupled up, whatever, which is like, okay. Will, he stayed single for Uma, but, you know, got revealed that he was getting to know, you know, some other girl in Casa. So it's just like, even though a reunion was supposed to be nice and sweet, became like, you messing around, testing connections, while Uma was just being loyal to you. It was like, what's going on? Anyways, everybody gets to coupled up, recoupled. Basically, besides, you know, Connor recoupling, everybody else stayed single for the girl that they were with. You know, and Trey, because who's Trey? Like, I didn't even know his name, but Trey, he recoupled and just recoupled. Now, Mimii is the last girl, and Ayo's the last guy. Ayo was getting to know this girl named Jess during Casa Amor, and he decides to recouple with Jess.
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you so much. So do you.
When all our plans have gone to hell, and you're not here for me to tell.
So as you can see,
Mimii comes back to the villa single. The thing is that Ayo and Mimi been coupled up together for 3 weeks, and it's not, that's just officially. Him and Mimi were getting to know each other since night 1 of being in the villa. He even wanted to kiss Mimi on the first night. And you're telling me for basically the entire month, you were basically about Mimi, getting to know Mimi. You know, you've been in a triangle with Mimi, Uma, you know. And then now you're coupled up with her for almost basically 3 weeks. You get to know Jess for 3 days. You only get to know Jess for 3 days. Couples up with Jess. Leaves Mimi staying single. When I asked, you know, what did you think Mimi was over there doing? And he was like, oh yeah, I think she's gonna be loyal. But you still played in her face and the couple with Jess.
And Mimi, did you stay loyal to Ayo?
Of course I did. I'm a loyal girl, do you know what I mean? All the girls knew how hard it was for me in there. But yeah, I think I needed this anyway for myself, so it is what it is.
You still played in her face in her couple with Jess, leaving Mimi single. Mimi basically came in the villa. As soon as she saw it, she started laughing because her and Nicole sleep on daybeds outside, staying loyal. He comes back, recouples. Like, all that they spent together was basically fake. Basically to Mimi, because it's just like, you played in her face. You've been together for basically as long as you've been in time in the villa. And this is how you do Mimi. This is how you treat Mimi. Because, oh, you're still trying to get to know somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Which is, like, ridiculous. Anyways, after Ayo recouples, Mimi comes back single. The only person single in that villa, mind you. The thing, you know, Mimi, she didn't yell. She just like, this is what it is. She didn't yell at him. She didn't cry. She had not one tear for that dude. You know, Umu was one of the people to, you know, only one of the people to really comfort her. You know, Nicole obviously hold her hand because she sat over there by Nicole and Kieran. You know, after the coupling, we see Jess start crying. And I'm like, why is Jess crying? Like Mimi said, you got your man, why are you crying for? Mimi's the one supposed to be crying, not you. Why are you over here crying? You're crying because the girls are looking at you. Okay, or not looking at you. Like, girl, the guy that you're with just did their friend dirty. They're not gonna welcome you with open arms. Like, yeah, you did what you needed to do, but don't expect everybody to be happy for you. Like, no tea, no shade. You're a Casa girl. And the villa girls, no tea, no shade, don't really want you there, especially if you're messing with somebody's, you know, positioning in the villa. No tea, no shade. So, I don't know why she was crying. She was crying even though Mimi was supposed to be crying, which is just like, girl, what are you doing? Uma comforts Mimi, they have a chat, basically just like, you know what, he fumbled because Casa is basically a test and you failed that test. Later on, Ayo then pulls Mimi for a chat, basically just like, you know what.
So for me to now come in here, walk in, seeing everyone in their couples and me, I'm standing on my own. Do you not get like how that's gonna make me feel?
I do understand that. Me finding that connection, that just happened. I didn't go and try graft the whole situation. We clicked and that was it.
Cool.
You're gonna just try push man to the side now because I've made a decision.
What do you mean? Like,
oh, you know, because Mimi was like, you know, you made your decision. This is done. This is over. And she was like, well, you know, why are you pushing me onto the side? You're pushing me into the side because you already made your decision to couple up with Jess. Like, everything that you guys been through in that villa didn't mean much to you because you decided to still recouple. He's talking about it's how you feel, it's how you feel. Who cares how you feel? You not caring how Mimi felt.
We're so deep into this. You know that I have feelings for you now. Do you know what I mean? What do you expect me to do? For me, that's done now. I can't lie. You made that decision. And for me, that's all I need to know. Because I want someone that's going to be sure about me from the jump. Because I've been sure about you.
Mimi, I wasn't unsure about you.
But even that, though.
And then the thing is, you wanted to play in her face and try to make her be in another triangle. In another triangle a month into the villa. You already were in a triangle week 1. Then you want to, after Casa Amor, still be like, oh, I still want to get to know both of you. Get to know both of us for what? You already got to know me for almost 3 weeks. What more do you need to know? You know, at this stage, you're supposed to be like Nicole and Kieran. You're supposed to be locking off and, you know, trying to look out the outside. The thing is, you even had a date with Mimi on the outside, talking about long-term goals and things like that. And you still went on to recouple with Jess. And you now want to make Mimi feel bad because she wants to end things with you. You made that decision when you decided to recouple with Jess. What else did you expect? So now Mimi is free. Mimi's done. She's deaded it. You know, it's really hurt because she really had feelings for this guy, and now this guy played in her face. And it's just like, what did you expect? I just feel like it was just annoying for him to come into the villa thinking that, you know, him recoupling just would be like, oh, Mimi's gonna stay on the sidelines. Nah, man. I just can't wait for somebody to bring in a bombshell for Mimi. Just for Mimi. All about Mimi. I just can't wait for someone to do that. The thing is when the voting is open, Ayo, Jess, Sean, and Matilda, they're getting out that villa. Even OG Justice should be leaving that villa too. Like, they should just do a mass dumping. A mass dumping. And if the producers are real, they'll do a vote where Mimi is exempt because she's single, and they get all those couples out. That villa's packed. Too packed. They got Mimi sleeping downstairs in the bed by herself. Nah, they need to get these people up out there. Get these people up out of here. They need to get these people up out of that villa. Ayo, Jess, Sean, Matilda, they need to get them out of that villa. They need to do a vote where Mimi is exempt because she's single. Get them out of that villa ASAP. I don't think he can play in Mimi's face. Nah, he's not gonna be playing in Mimi's face. Just like Mimi, I'm gonna be composed and, you know, whatever, but you getting up out of there. You're not gonna play in Mimi's face. Expect her to still be, you know, open arms. You really embarrassed her on national TV, talking about, oh, you're gonna push me to the side. Yes, you're done pushed to the side. It's over. Ayo Mad is down. Bones, if you will. Like, don't try to, like, they need to bring in a bombshell that has eyes directly for Mimi. No switching and mingling, none of that. You coming in for Mimi, Mimi only. Up season 5, how Greg and, you know, Amber did, and win the season. Okay? People saying, like, nah, you can recouple, but you didn't have no respect or concern about Mimi. You basically said this is how you feel because you didn't care about Mimi. And the thing is that if Mimi knew from jump, you know, she would have looked elsewhere. But because he kept being like, oh, he still likes Mimi, he still wants to get to know her, that's why Mimi stayed. But this is his first time he actually made a decision to really say he wants to get to know somebody other than Mimi. Because to be honest, because Uma opted herself out of that triangle, he didn't get his choice to actually pick. And I'm really upset with the producers for not letting him pick or get to choose who he wanted to couple up with. Because if he actually coupled up with Uma or picked who he really wanted to, that would have showed, okay, who he wanted to. But because he didn't get to pick and Uma picked, and then Uma opted herself out of the triangle, then he basically, by default, you know, gets to choose Mimi. And that's not what we wanted. We wanted him to pick Mimi, and this is how he chose. This is the first time he actually gets to choose between two people, and he chose the other one that's not Mimi. So at the end of the day, Mimi's free. Mimi's out of, you know, this Ayo's, you know, situation. You know, she said she didn't want to do no triangle. She told him that. And then the fact that he comes in to ask her, you pushing me to the side? Yes, you're gonna be pushed to the side. She been telling you that all she cared about you when they were together, and she didn't need to go test relationship, and you still decided to do that. So I'm up here with a new review, you know, for Casa Amor debrief. You know, we didn't get no tomorrow's night. We don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, to be honest. He's so conflicted, sleeping with his hands over his face. Like, nah, you made your bed, lie in it. No hand over your face, making people feel bad for you. Nah, bad for you for what? You decide to do the girls dirty. You know, Will included. He decided to do Uma dirty. You know, Ayo with Mimi, and they want to feel like people are being jumping on you, and then Connor with his mouth talking about, oh, the boys back you. You've been in together in the villa with Mimi since day one, and this is how you treat Mimi. Like, nah, I'll back you for what? You're lucky that Mimi's not going off on you. You're lucky she's not pulling the Anna. You're lucky. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's all I really gotta say. I'm just glad that Mimi handled her business, said it was over, it's done, and it is what it is. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, comment down below your thoughts, comments, concerns. You haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. Peace.